Hey guys, it's Gem Warrior, and I wanted to talk about um, the concept and definition of healing and curing. Um, I think that our culture, a global culture, when I say culture, I mean the global culture, the human culture. Um, I think that our culture is currently really obsessed with the concepts of healing and curing. Um, it's like everything that we have wrong with us, we want to heal it and fix it immediately. We want to pull it out of ourselves to make it not be there anymore. And I don't think that that's possible. I don't think that we ever truly heal from anything. Um, especially, at least, we'll just say at least, not especially, at least with things of the psyche and the heart. We don't truly heal from them, they're always there. I think that we manage our wounds and pain. We don't actually heal them or get rid of our pain or wounds. They're always there. Once you've been wounded, it's there for forever. It just might not affect you the same way that it used to, because we're managing it. Because I think any of us who have deep pain, which is everyone, knows you can move past whatever it was that hurt you, and it doesn't hurt you anymore to think about it maybe as much, or to talk about it. You can talk to other people about it without breaking down. You can speak about it. You can hear about it. You can share. But every once in a while, there may be a person, a place, or a thing, or just yourself. Something kind of reawakens that for a moment, and you're like, "Ooh, that reminds me of this, and that sucked so bad," and you kind of feel the pain again. Usually for me, it's music. I'll hear like a sad song, and it'll be like a song about someone singing about some kind of loss, and I'm like, oh, that reminds me of the time I lost this. So I don't think that we truly ever get rid of pain or wounds. We just manage them, and I think that that's okay. I don't think that we have to. I don't think that we have to constantly try to get rid of everything. I don't think that we have to buy in to what everyone else's definitions of healing is. Um, I think to do that, it would be really detrimental to our psyche because we're setting ourselves up to constantly measure ourselves against another person. And we always say that we shouldn't be measuring ourselves against other people in terms of our body sizes and shapes, our races, our genders, all of that, our sexualities. We're like, don't measure yourself against someone else's success. So why would we measure ourselves against someone else's concepts? Like concepts of healing, concepts of healthiness. We all have our own definitions and we say things like this all the time, but it's true. Um, what is healthy for you might not be healthy for me. So it's really up to you. And this real kind of boils down to balance, at least for me, finding the balance in your life, which is what we're all always trying to do. We try to balance our work life and our home life with our spiritual life. We try to make room for so many things. And for some people, it's going to look different. The ratio is going to be different. So you can't follow someone else's guide, for me anyway. You can't follow someone else's guide on how to find your balance. When I see things like that, I always kind of shy away from them because I'm like, you don't know what my balance looks like, what I need to be balanced. Excuse me. Got a little choked up because side note, I've been singing a lot of music before I made this video, like really ballady music because I was cathartic, and now my throat is like. But anyway, so yes, you can't really put your templates onto other people. They just don't work. You can't make someone else's balance match yours, really. Um, and that's okay. Like, I don't know why, but for some reason I think we are constantly having to remind ourselves that it's okay to be ourselves. And that's just absurd, but we all do it. I do it. We all do it. For some reason we keep falling into the traps of I have to be like someone else or something else for me to be okay. And that's absurd. We do it because we want people to like us. We do it because we want our loved, like our spouse, our significant other, to treat us easier, because sometimes they can look at us differently if we put a certain part of ourselves to the forefront that they're not used to seeing. We hide parts of ourselves to try to maintain a balance. We fight parts of ourselves, and I don't like it. And I don't think that it's okay. I don't think it's healthy. I want to be Jake 100%. That's my real name. If you're like, who, Jim? I want to be Jake 100% of the time. I want to be authentically Jake at work, at home. I don't believe in filtering myself. And yeah, that might be a bad idea sometimes, but I don't care, because if I allow myself to be filtered or unbalanced or unhealthy or whatever, if I allow myself to conform to a person or a situation just for that moment, personally, I can't differentiate between that when I'm away from them. I'll still be doing that. I can't turn on and off parts of myself. I just can't, and I don't want to. So, if you are worried about finding your balance, or you feel like your life areas are not in sync the way you want them to be, figure it out. I don't want to say on your own, because obviously, listen to other people's stories and advice, right? But figure it out for yourself, in the sense of find your balance yourself. Don't go seeking it to try to bring someone else's balance into your life. It's just not going to work for you, darling. It's not. And you have to find your own way, and you have to find your own path. And when you do, it is incredibly empowering, and you realize that this is what you should have been doing all along, and you can always go back to it, because no one can ever take it away from you, because it's yours, and you found it, you created it. Like for me, nothing on the entire surface of this world is more powerful for me than just going outside and touching the earth and consciously making a connection to the energy of our planet. Nothing, and I mean nothing, tops that for me. If I'm ever messed up in any way, emotionally, whatever, if I just want to come back to me, come back and get my life kind of all back on the same level, I just go out there, I touch Gaia with my hands, and I just connect. And I picture all of my life, like snapshots on a picture, like snapshots on a wall, like Polaroids, and I just picture them all falling back into place the way they should be, just creating a linear sense of structure in my life. And it makes me feel good up here. It brings me back in, and I just feel filled up with that Gaia energy, and it's great. That's how I find my balance. Again, don't go out there and think, oh, I'm gonna do that and it's gonna fix my whole life, because it might not, and it might, but it might not. But certainly try and sample. That's how we find our own selves, I think. But that's all I have to put in for this. It was a little bit of a ramble, but it's something that I really wanted to say and put out there. So I hope wherever you are, you're really well. Peace out, Girl Scout.